Hello, welcome to your tarot forecast for the month of April. For these readings, I will be doing the calendar spread using the classic Rider-Waite-Smith deck. I'm using a smaller deck version because I will be laying out 30 cards corresponding to the 30 days in April, and I wanted to get all of the cards in the shot. I haven't yet done this type of spread for my channel, but I use it often in my personal readings, and it's one of my favorites to do. So then I will also pull a card from the Fairies Tarot Oracle deck and also a card from the Goddess deck for any supplemental messages. Okay, so let's get started with your readings. Sagittarius, let's see what April has in store for you. Okay. Okay, here we go. So this would be the first, the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. Okay. And I'm going to lay out a card for all of the 30 days here. So if you can't see all of the cards in the shot right now, that's fine. I will be holding them up to the camera as I go along. And I'm also going to be taking a photo of your spread here. So if you want to screenshot the video or pause the video to refer back to later as an option, you're able to do that. Okay, here we go. 29 and 30. Okay, so this actually looks pretty good just overall. Comparatively to the other signs, I am seeing some of the swords cards come up, but other than that, the positive cards look really positive. So I'm going to start with the shadow. Excuse me, I'm going to start with the shadow card. And we have the Ace of Pentacles, which is a new thing. It's a new beginning. It's usually monetary growth. It can represent material possessions, items, gifts, things like that. And it looks like new opportunities coming in relating to that. So it looks like you could be making more money this month, or you may have some sort of gift available to you. But it definitely indicates that there's a potential for growth in wherever you are putting your practical efforts. Okay, so the first card that comes up is the sun. The sun is very bright. This is actually Easter Sunday, so it looks like a lot of celebration, really warm and positive vibes. It looks like for the most part, you're feeling pretty good. This is an really being aware of all of your blessings and really being grateful and sharing your light with other people. Okay. So it looks like then Monday you do quite a bit of reflecting, and I see you going into memories of the past years that you've had with family. There's a nostalgic vibe. This is also a card of children. But it just looks like memories, sort of reviewing things from the past. Okay. Then Tuesday and Wednesday, it looks like the energy shifts a little bit from being sort of pleasant and mellow and happy and content and all of that to feeling a little bit pressured or feeling a little bit concerned, I guess. It looks like something comes up around Tuesday, Thursday that makes you feel a little bit guarded. You're preparing for something. Hopefully you're not preparing for the worst, but it just looks like what I'm feeling is that you're triggered, especially since it follows the memory card. It's like a trigger that sort of makes you tense up a little bit. And I see the tenseness here. It's wanting to sort of guard. Both of these are very guarded. Both of these are very protective. It's like they want to protect what's there. So it looks like whatever situation comes up for you, that's the energy that's going to be playing out. Okay, then we've got the King of Swords and the Two of Swords. I'm going to pull up the third card too, the Emperor. This to me always feels very serious. the King of Swords, he's very logical, he's very smart. He asks the right questions, he gives good advice. You might be, this is the professional person, okay? And it looks like his word makes you think about a decision that you need to make. This is a card of choices, always to me. It does feel like it's related to work, since you have the Emperor, which is about responsibilities, and you have the professional here. The Two of Swords are pointing one way and the other way, so it looks like you could be going back and forth between two business professionals, possibly considering maybe someone outside of the company. It looks like you're corresponding with someone inside of the company, or just between like representatives or something like that. Either way, it looks like two people that are in capable positions, and it looks like there's a choice to be made, or decisions to be made between these two people, or within these two people. Okay. Sunday, it looks like you've got a lot going on. This is always like the trying to get things in order, the fast energy of like just taking care of a lot of things, responsibilities, a lot of demands. It looks like you're getting everything in order and you're staying on top of things even though you're feeling challenged. Monday, it looks like back to work on Monday, or whatever this is. It's like whatever happened this week that sort of made you tense up or feel triggered, then you've got some sort of decisions to make. It just feels like a more of a somber type energy that hasn't completely gone away yet. I'm also seeing it, so I'm seeing it kind of trickle into the next week, although I feel like it eases out. The energy sort of dissipates. I do see it next to the Lover's card, which indicates relationship issues, communication issues. There could be mistrust in what you're hearing among your people, around the people that are around you, or within your relationship, or with one specific person. I'm just getting a sense of mistrust here, but it could really be anything related to, you know, couple fears around, you know, your freedom. This usually has to do with codependency, and this would be like, you know, interdependent functionality. So there's some sort of relationship issue that comes up here to be sorted out. Doesn't look like you get it sorted out right away. The Eight of Swords is like a little bit of analysis, like overthinking, not really making a decision because there's just too many thoughts floating around in your mind. It feels really ungrounded. And it's needing to tap into the more emotional nature. There's not a lot of water in this card, which would represent your feelings, your intuition. So it's saying like connect with that energy more. This feels like a good day. This feels like, you know, you get whatever it is that you were needing. Whether it's an answer that's given to you, or whether it's a solution that's provided to you. I feel like you're able to get out of this situation by opening up and focusing on other people. And this is related to the issue of the Devil and the Lover's card. But I also feel like there are individual things that also come up. These are the details cards. So it could be just for that day. It could be unrelated, just details and things that come up. But I'm seeing the flow of energy here and how everything sort of builds in the story. Okay, so you have the Four of Swords, which is collecting yourself, collecting your thoughts. I see you've narrowed down the ungrounded thoughts or the unfounded thoughts. I see that you've narrowed it down here to 3, and you're in a much better position. Even though it looks like you haven't found the solution yet, it looks like whatever help came in, it helped you sort things out. Could be just help from a friend that helps you sort out your thoughts, and now you have less. It's like you've eliminated some of the non-probable solutions. Okay, so Saturday and Sunday, it looks like you have an invitation. This weekend feels a lot better than the previous weekend. Something exciting is coming towards you. This is a incoming message or an incoming delivery of like an invitation. The Knight of Cups feels very romantic. It feels very hopeful. It feels very sweet. It's a nice gesture usually. It looks like you and someone that you really care about or someone that you love may be going somewhere, like a day trip or a date or something like that. Whatever is coming up here, then again on Monday, it feels like stress to me. It feels like stress because everything after this is related. It's like you have such a good weekend, you come back and there's, you know, still these 3 lingering swords that were up here. It's like you've narrowed it down to 3. It looks like you haven't yet made a decision, and it does feel related to work, since you have the accomplishment of what you're working on in front of you, like tasks, projects, and here's the collaboration with other people. Okay. The swords are always the points of contention. And it does look like, just as this theme is coming up for all of the other signs, it's also coming up for you. There's something that follows some misinformation or miscommunication or something that was delivered in a very blunt way or just a very kind of rude way or careless way. There's some communication that's being delivered either from you or to you that then causes this, okay, which is like a hair trigger reaction. Like and oftentimes the intention isn't a bad one with all of these like light fluffy clouds. They're very sweet. It's just like kind of naive and bubbly. And then to see the graduation of the clouds then become very stormy and very jagged and very angry, it's distorted. Okay, and the 2 thoughts or the 2 minds coming together are just not seeing eye to eye, but it's also not understanding each other very clearly. We did have a Mercury retrograde. I think it ends, but it looks like, you know, as far as the Mercury retrograde stuff, it ends the 15th, which would be, looks like this Sunday here with the Knight of Cups. Looks like you have a good day that day. There are a couple of swords energies that would indicate the lack of communication or lack of clarity that you really have around this information or this decision that you need to make. But it looks like for you after Mercury retrograde, when it's, you know, gone station and, you know, it's moving forward again, that's when it really sort of happens. That's what I'm seeing here as far as the timeline. And then it looks like avoidance. It's like, well, then you want to sort of avoid this person, or they're avoiding you. It looks like whoever you're communicating with, neither of you really want to open that door again. It's like too soon, right? Okay, then Sunday, you have the Ace of Cups. I like Sundays for you. Sundays feel all really good. You have the sun. You get a lot done here. It's really busy energy, but at least it's productive. The Knight of Cups feels very good, and so does this. This is very loving, very lovey. It's just a sweet energy altogether. It's a new feeling. Aces are new things. Cups are feelings. It can be representing your desires, what it is that you want, or a wish that you have. I love that it follows by the 9 of Cups, so it looks like you're getting your wish. Something that you wanted to happen Sunday, it looks like really comes through also on Monday. So, and this is a pretty short turnaround, so be aware of blessings that come to you. If you're wishing for something and it arrives, acknowledge that so that you can get more of that. Okay. We tend to expand and create more of what we put our attention to. So just noticing the little things that come in also, it looks like it magnifies your blessings. And also just being grateful because it looks like kind of an immediate answered wish here. Okay. Judgment. whatever happened here with this argument, wanting to avoid this person, it looks like, you know, Monday looks like a good day. You got your wish in some way. Looks like you're able to then let it go. This is a card of surrender and release and things coming full circle. It's a rebirth card. And I do see the medic sign here, the healing sign, which is like, you know, this is being healed. This has been healed. And it's now all good. All right. Strength card is about using your natural strengths that are within inside of you, acknowledging that, having courage. I also see it as knowing what to do, when to do it. In social situations, it's being appropriate. It's like, you know, guarding your tongue, being careful of what you say. It's just personal willpower, personal strength. So this comes up for you Wednesday. I'm not really getting a specific message on it being attached to anything else here. Feels kind of isolated here. Then you have 2 10s, Thursday and Friday. Okay, things are wrapping up nicely at the end of the month. You have all of the cups now. At the beginning of this week, you had the 1 cup and then the 9. It looks like they're all gathered here together. This looks like a beautiful day. It looks like a lot of really wonderful things happen. There's a lot of peace and harmony within your interpersonal relationships. Looks like everything is good at home. And it's a completion of a cycle with 10. The 2 10s saying you're wrapping up 2 things here. Usually 10s have to do with business or your aspirations, what you're putting forward, what you want to protect, what you've created, the energy that you've put out there. It looks like you may be feeling a little bit of low energy after a high energy, and it's probably just like the come down. Usually when there's, you know, a lot of energy exerted in a positive way, we then tend to feel depleted because it has an outlet. You know, they say finding an outlet for your anger, a healthy outlet for anger or the negative emotions, but it's also finding an outlet for expressing joy as well, positive emotions. We're just conduits of energy, and it looks like you're coming up to a completion here. Saturday looks a little bit hectic, chaotic. If you're making plans with other people, don't expect them to go very smoothly. It looks like there may be some just disorganization with other people and struggling to make things work. Again, this is sort of like the path of least resistance. As the solution here, it's just sort of going with the flow instead of also wanting to put in your input or try and make it work as well. It looks like things may or may not come together on Saturday. Then Sunday, oh, I love this. You have so many wonderful cups. So you have the Knight of Cups, Ace of Cups, then you have the King of Cups for this Sunday. Looks like that's the best day of the week for you. This looks like home, family. It looks like this would be a partner, someone that you love, care about, respect, admire. He has very admirable traits and qualities. If it's a person, it looks like just look out for the king showing up this day, but it feels like you're already well acquainted since you have the other cups here. Quality time, having an emotional connection or a feeling connection, something real, something intimate. Okay, looks like you end the month off with your opportunity here. This is what I was seeing that you were sort of waiting for. Okay, so this is the new offer that comes in. Here it is being presented to you. So it looks like you end April with a bang. It looks like there's something that's then being offered. It looks like you're really excited about it. You have a lot of really good ideas and plans on how to move it forward. It almost feels like the road is pretty clear ahead of you. So it's not, it's something you may have anticipated or wanted a while, because I get the sense that there's a lot of thought behind it. And then when it comes, it just feels like you're pretty happy. You may have found out the news earlier on, because this looks like a good day. Or maybe even here with the Ace of Cups and the Nine of Cups, getting your wish. Okay, either way, the gift arrives at the end of the month. So, all right. Let's see what else comes up for Sagittarius. Okay, I feel like it's this one. The Emperor. All right, so the 7th of April may be a significant day for you. Oftentimes I relate to the Emperor being work because he has a lot of authority and is able to manage things and get things done. He has command, he has authority, right? And it's usually in a person in power. Now, this may be you, or it may be someone that you know. If it's someone you know, it could be a person that is also in power, or it could be your boss, your husband, your committed partner. It can also be your father. So this card says, use logic and structure to increase your success. Get organized, a firm but compassionate leader. Okay, so here I feel as though you personally are demonstrating your capability and your leadership abilities. And as I said that, I feel like there's a gift that comes through related to money or business. It looks like you had been thinking about this for a while. It looks like a well thought out plan. And I feel like you've been sort of prepping for this month, or at least thinking about it and somehow preparing for it. Yes, using the logic, coming up with a plan, coming up with discipline, a disciplined structure to increase your success. You've been getting organized. So whatever comes up for you, I feel like you're going to have an opportunity to use your authority, use your personal power, and get a lot accomplished. Okay, so I'm going to see who is with you for April. What goddess comes up? Goddess Maya. To bloom, find a way to embrace the magic around you. The Maker. I really like this. It feels like all of the tulips here represent spring, which we've now just officially entered. And it feels like this seed or whatever you have here with the opportunity to grow and to make more of, it looks like you're going to be planting, you're going to be planting the seeds in a metaphorical way. And it looks like you then reap the rewards. So embrace the magic around you. Be grateful for the blessings that are coming in this month for you, Sagittarius. All in all, it looks like a pretty good month. So, okay, this was your general reading for April. If you liked it, leave a like. If you like the content, please subscribe. And if you want a personal reading, please visit my website, SunGoddessAshley.com. I'll put a link in the description box below. Thanks for watching. Take care and be well.